Hi, good morning, and welcome to the ZP Vlog and Podcast. So we like to do this vlog and podcast every Sunday at approximately 8 a.m. We come on a little bit live a little bit early this morning, but we will get straight on with it. So something that's happened this week is we've had our Scandinavia Sensor Summit, S Cubed. It was attended by over 100 people. We had something like 25 speakers. We had posters, which there was a poster competition, and there was, clearly a winner. We had a really, I would actually say, a really amazing event. There was a good venue, excellent speakers, really engaged delegates. We really reached the milestone of saying sort of digitization for a sustainable future. That was really covered. And, this was a conference that we were holding in Norway, and we actually had people coming from Melbourne, Australia, to that conference. So you literally could only go to New Zealand to be further from or further to travel. So really an excellent pre-build up to the conference, and then a really excellent conference as well. So we're absolutely delighted with that. Now, every sort of, a lot of the time, we put out a lot of information, a lot of sort of material. So this week we did put out some information as well regarding technologies for academic developers, because at ZP we have our kind of, our electrodes, our potentiostats, and we also have equipment for functionalizing electrodes. We call it sort of volt deposit, but we do have, like, how can I put that? A lot of data regarding what we think would be useful for an academic developer. So that was something that we put out there this week. Something else that we put out there this week as well is we have something called Sense It All. I would actually say Sense It All is really an amazing technology, and I would say sort of solving a problem. The problem is this, that a lot of research, so somebody has an idea, it happens to be electrochemical, and it, for example, happens to use screen printed electrodes. So if these two things are common, that you need three things: the idea, the fact that you're probably using screen printed electrodes as your manufacturing base, and the fact that you're using electrochemistry as your, let's say, modality of detection. If you've got those three things, then ZP really has a pathway to commercialization, or at least MVP, minimally viable product. And this is called our Sense It All platform. And the Sense It All platform is a device that works with an app, that works with screen printed electrodes, that is connected to the cloud, and we're very quickly able to translate electrochemical methodologies like amperometry, potentiometry, impedance spectroscopy, I think I said potentiometry, or voltammetry, onto this device, run that, and you give the, let's say, the person using the device a real kind of consumer experience. So we're really delighted with the Sense It All platform. And it's also got a really nice look and feel with it as well, regards to that people can kind of use this device. It looks more something, it's more akin to a kind of Apple phone, let's say, than a potentiostat. And I think in line with our SQ'd workshop, which I've mentioned at the very beginning, because it really was an excellent event, and we're going to definitely hold it again. We do hold sort of smaller events like our ZP workshop. So we do have the kind of, I would say, the world's leading electrochemical sensor workshop, which how do I put that? It We have this workshop, and it's really well attended, and we have people sort of coming across the world to attend it. I suppose in line with that, then we did have actually a workshop in Coventry this week. Last week, but we also had a workshop in Norway as well. So we had some people come in from Norway, and they were able to attend. Not I say Norway. They were coming in from Australia, and they were able to attend our workshop as well. So some other information from this week as well is that we did have our ZP Developer Zone on Thursday. So every week, we deal with sort of technical questions that have come in from the week, and as I say, if people have a technical question for us, then we do answer it during our Thursday workshop. Also, our Thursday webinar. Then, lastly, if I could just cover this just quickly, we have our hypervalue electrodes. With ZP, we really focus, I can say, on repeatability when it comes to our hypervalue electrodes. But we've also been testing them in a kind of manner that kind of is more theoretical. So some of our academic colleagues and some of our users kind of like to see the electrodes line up with theory. Well, we are able to do that. We did put some information out about that. So a quick summary, we did have our S cubed workshop this week. That's really kind of taken up a lot of our, let's say, time. We did have a workshop in Coventry last week, and we did have a workshop in Horton, Norway this week as well. So it's been pretty busy on the workshop front. We have been putting out extra information for our academic colleagues, including extra data about our hypervalue screen printed electrodes. And if you've got technical questions for ZP, don't hesitate to reach out to us, because we do have our ZP Developers Zone webinar every Thursday at 8 a.m. London time. Okay, I think we'll sort of end it there, but if you've got any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. Okay, thanks very much.